My name is Sam Workman, and I'm the director of the Institute for Policy Research and Public Affairs at West Virginia University. Our institute is dedicated to nonpartisan data research and analysis for state and local officials, community members, and members of the private sector in West Virginia and the broader Appalachian region. And so we are very often involved in policy-oriented debates where values are prominent in the minds of folks engaging. And so when Professor Herron offered me the opportunity to join what became a whistle-stop tour around the state of West Virginia, talking with citizens about their values about election reform, I jumped at the chance, and I think we all should in general try to foster sort of greater deliberation along values dimensions. And it's important because values lie at the heart of everything else we sort of believe, whether they be policy positions or understandings of issues, different things like that. Simultaneously, though, values are very hard to talk about. We don't like discussing them, in part because of sort of trepidation over identity issues. Values are part of who we are. They form our social and political and sometimes economic identity, and are formative of who we are as citizens of the state of West Virginia, the United States, and then, of course, more globally. The second reason value discussions are difficult for folks is because they very often present trade-offs. So historically, for instance, in the state of West Virginia, valuing industry and economic progress necessarily put you at odds with sort of valuing pristine natural resources and conservation, the preservation of those things. We're entering a new economy, of course, where, with the emphasis on recreation, those things aren't as true as they used to be, and that highlights how values discussions can sort of be dynamic over time. But taking advantage of changes in these situations demands that we be able to discuss them. And so we meet here today not to change sort of minds and hearts about things people believe, but to engage in deliberation and create a space for conversation around values and discover at what points we might share values for things and engage productively, at what points we should respectfully sort of disagree and attempt to engage on other value dimensions. And then, of course, our efforts here aren't to change minds, but merely to foster discussions and at a minimum walk away with a better understanding of our neighbors and fellow citizens and how we can begin to resurrect our ability to engage in values discussions that have tremendous consequences for public policy, the way we govern ourselves, and the future for citizens now and citizens to come in the state of West Virginia. So without further ado, we'll move on to the rest of the program. But keep in the back of your mind the need to express ourselves fairly, respectfully, and to engage in honest discussion around values in an effort to understand one another.